Hey, everybody. It's your girl, Storytime Miss Ty on deck.
And it's your girl, Psychics Anonymous, still anonymous.
And together we are
your favorite besties.
So, you guys, we are on deck, and oh my God, Anonymous done dug all up in the swamps and in the sea. She done ran in the sky. Well, I don't know if she ran in the sky, but she told me she could fly. So,
you're a lot.
She did a lot.
In the spiritual realm, I can.
Okay, so we know that she's the high priestess and all that other
spiritual
good stuff.
Superstar, baby.
Let's get it. All right, Anonymous, what you got on deck?
I have missed.
I would expect nothing less from you. You've been really coming with a lot of very interesting stories about it.
And this one ain't gonna be no better. So let's get into it.
What we dealing with?
Florida woman threatened to rob McDonald's if she didn't get enough dipping sauce. Police say. Bye 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 bye. She's loving it.
Wait a minute.
You heard it correct.
If she didn't get enough dip,
that's right.
Oh my God! Do you remember?
To set it off.
Do you remember a few ticks back? I think it was it's probably last year sometime. We did a story on a McDonald's lady. Remember how I think she came up in with a gun because of the jelly.
Oh my God! Oh, okay. Yeah. That was
McDonald's.
A good one.
What is going on? Y'all not giving enough condiments.
Your customers. You really give up the goods. And guess what? We tired of y'all giving us a handful of that damn ketchup. We don't want the ketchup. Okay? Break off the ranch sauce.
Some people do.
Speaking for some friends. Y'all welcome.
Girl,
I know, but everybody don't want the handful. You only got one fries more than likely. What do you need a 10 ketchups in for?
Maybe you're going to put some extra ketchup on your burger.
Come on.
Or your chicken nuggets.
Yeah, they do a lot. They do a lot.
Anyways, go ahead and listen to the story.
Oh, if you guys want to hear that other story, it's called McDonald's Stories, okay? That's our first podcast that we ever put out. It was so fun. We had several stories on that one. You guys should go check it out. It was funny. It was
fun.
Okay, so a Florida woman was arrested New Year's Day so she brought in this year with a mess. After allegedly becoming enraged about being asked to pay 25 cents for dipping sauce at a McDonald's while vowing to get the sauce by, quote, any means. This is what she said, okay? No, this is what she said.
Come on, talk any meat. Come on.
That is literally what she said.
That is sick.
And threatening to rob the restaurant if workers didn't give in to her demands.
Oh, Lord.
Y'all.
I just can't with people.
I'm just reporting the news. Sis really said this, okay? She's young, too. So her name is Maguire McLaughlin, 19. Was arrested at a Vero Beach, Florida outlet of the fast food chain in the early morning hours of January the 1st. She was later charged with disorderly conduct and resisting arrest without violence. McDonald's employees told the police that the woman requested one flavor of every dipping sauce they have after completing a large drive-through order.
Why didn't they give it to her?
I think they should have. She got one of everything. I mean, no, she completed a large order. I mean, you should give her the dipping sauce. Anyways,
give it to her.
It says, when she was informed that the restaurant charged extra for dipping sauce, she allegedly began yelling profanities at several employees and threatened to, quote, rob the store if she did not get the sauces without being charged.
Okay, first of all, it's tickling me the fact that she would threaten to rob McDonald's. I just cannot with that word because it's ridiculous. But McDonald's, first of all, them employees who denied her those sauces, y'all need to be retrained or fired. I'm sorry.
No, for real. Give her the damn sauce.
I'm gonna go with
They said she made a large order, so she spent good money. Give her the damn sauces.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe that, because, keep in mind the age of a person who works at McDonald's is usually teenage on up to early 20s.
I've seen people in their 50s.
I know, and that's their choice. That's their choice,
please.
Right? But the thing is, though, that's why I would say the first thing I would promote is retrain them. They need to go ahead and launch some company-wide events to first of all, talk about customer service and the appropriate way to deal with the customers. And then after, if the retraining stuff don't work and there's still, multiple offenses from other people, then get rid of them. Let them try their hand at something else.
Mm-hmm.
But this story just tickles me to no oblivion, you guys. It just really does, because I'm thinking, why the hell would you threaten to rob them?
Right. And here's the whole thing. Let me say this too, because I know that the people who work in fast food out there are saying that's not the way that it goes. Let me stop you. I know what you mean. Over 20 years ago, I used to work in fast food. Was it over 20 years ago? I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. I used to work in fast food as a teenager, so I know what that's like. They tell you, oh, you only give 2 or 3 ketchups if they want this and you charge extra, blah, blah, blah. But then there's a certain thing called wisdom. If a person goes in there, I don't give a damn if they didn't buy chicken nuggets. If they spend $50 and they want some dipping sauce, give it to them.
Yeah, if they
that
want one
makes
of each.
sense. Now, if you're standing there by your manager is shaking their head, don't give them the sauce, and you let your manager deal with that.
Right.
Because they're paying more than you for a reason.
That's right. That's
Okay?
right.
But other than that, it's just a little bit of wisdom that has to be used here.
Yeah, I agree
Come on,
wholeheartedly.
$50. I don't give a damn if they didn't get one chicken nugget. Give them the sauce.
I mean, why is the request so hard? I mean, I do understand, like, if you're coming from the business standpoint and it's your chain of McDonald's and you're like, hey, all our condiments cost us money.
Or $20, $30, $40 worth of food.
Then I would say this: you have to assess your loss and profit based on with your, what do you call that? What you plan to lose and what you don't plan to lose. That's loss and profit, same stuff, right? But it's just the same thing as a clothing store. Like on their merchandise, say for instance, if they steal from Target or Walmart or something else like that, right? That stuff's insured. Okay, so you have to place that in the same bracket, of a sort. You can't really count that as a loss like that. You know what I mean? Because the bounty of what she spent was much higher than, the amount that she was requesting as a damn dipping sauce, right?
And everybody doesn't use ketchup as a dipping sauce or mustard or mayo. And those are the ones, the free condiments, right?
Ones.
Yeah, but everybody doesn't like that.
But if you get chicken nuggets, you automatically entitled to like what? How many sauces? I don't know.
No, they get tight with the sauces. You get a 10-piece chicken nugget, they only give you one sauce.
You're like what legit, I'm supposed to do with the rest of the
10
nuggets?
whole chicken nuggets. So you think about that.
I know they
You give a 20 piece, they only want to give you, like, for real, they only want to give you like 2 sauces. So
yeah, but what I'm gonna do with the rest of them then?
They want you to pay that 25-cent extra.
So I'm supposed to eat the rest of them dry?
I know. That's crazy to me. I think that a lot of fast food places, I can't speak for Florida, but I think in California are becoming more lenient with the whole dipping sauce situation. At least the fast food places that I've been to. It seems like they're becoming more lenient because usually if you do have a big order or whatever they see, you want a dipping sauce is not the standard, they'll pretty much give it to you.
They'll accommodate. I mean, and then also, again, it just goes back to what you said, Anonymous.
I think dipping sauces should be free.
It's about that wisdom. Dude,
this
person, if they spend,
because if that's how they enjoy their meal.
And what if someone comes and they say, well, I want everything on your menu? You give them whatever damn condiments they
That's my thing.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
I think you should.
Even if they don't, if they come and they place, I want 5 number 10s. Oh my God.
Then I think they should get whatever dipping sauce they want.
Just give it to them.
Yeah,
it's not even worth it. But now let's speak on Homegirl. Okay, Homegirl, she about 2 Cheerios short of an entire empty box.
Well, if you're gonna threaten to rob,
what are you
talking about by any means necessary? It's not that serious for dipping sauce, sis.
You know what she could have done? She could have one-upped them and made them really pissed off. Give me a full refund. Give me all my money back. That's what she could have did. Take everything back.
And then they would have saw the value of her purchase. They would have saw the value of her purchase.
Right, because then she would have had somebody with a hella big overdraw on the cash register, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would have said, okay, I can't have one of every dipping sauce. No problem. You can no longer have my business. Refund me right now.
They just should have given
and then go down the street, drive a few miles down, okay, to somebody else who's ready to do business.
Okay, so listen. It says,
sorry,
story time. No.
Okay.
It says, prior to my arrival, I think the police were getting, prior to my arrival, she ordered a large amount of food through the drive-through window, said an officer in a police affidavit. Upon paying for the food, she requested dipping sauces from the employee. The employee advised McLaughlin that dipping sauces cost 25 cents, at which point a verbal altercation ensued. McLaughlin further stated that she will be getting the sauce by whatever means necessary. However, she could not specify what she meant by that. You knew damn well what she meant by that. If she had to come in there and knuck and buck, she was getting them sauces, okay? You know what by any means necessary mean. Okay, so the restaurant's employee said McLaughlin's threat caused them to fear for their safety, which led to them contacting police to report the incident. When officers arrived, McLaughlin was still parked in her silver Honda at the drive-through window. This is her right here.
Okay.
Her eyes do look glazed in that picture. Okay, the affidavit describes a largely belligerent response from the woman. The officer quoted claims to have smelled alcohol on McLaughlin's breath. That's why her eyes look like that. While noting her glossy eyes and slurred speech, McLaughlin would momentarily cooperate with police, but then suddenly changed course and began shouting profanities. Well, just because you shout profanities don't mean you ain't cooperating.
No, it doesn't. You can express
She could have
yourself.
been mad and just been cussing, you know, but that doesn't mean you're not cooperating.
I just pay for this food. I want my sauce.
Right. So McLaughlin was subsequently taken into custody for disorderly conduct and placed into mechanical restraints. Well, she was acting disorderly then. Talking about mechanical restraints, the affidavit states, as I attempted to escort her to my agency patrol vehicle, McLaughlin began locking her legs, refusing to walk forward. As I attempted to place her in the rear of my police patrol vehicle, she proceeded to place her legs in the door jamb and refused to get inside.
So she was resisting.
She was resisting arrest. All day she was. Police were then forced to physically take her to the ground and place the woman in a restraining device in order to get her into the patrol car. McLaughlin was taken to jail for processing and booking and on misdemeanor charges. She was released in the afternoon, girl, after posting a $1,000 bond. She is set to make an appearance. Well, she was set to make an appearance in court January 28th. So that
you know what I don't understand? It don't sound like they charged her for resisting arrest.
They didn't.
It sounds like she was clearly resisting arrest, but don't sound like they charged her.
She got out in the afternoon, so this happened early morning, sometime probably 10 o'clock. Mm-hmm. Okay, by noon she was out on a $1,000 bond.
I said let her out. Whatever.
But wait, you let her out?
Came down.
But how? She's disorderly. You said she was disorderly.
Well,
you said she smelled of alcohol. I don't know who they let out of jail like that.
No, they do
in a couple of hours. They said no.
Not in a couple hours. They supposed to keep you for at least 8 to 12 hours, and then put you in a.
So how does that happen?
Whatever they call it. It depends on where you are.
Wait, listen. She's in Florida. But here's my whole thing. This seems odd, don't you think? They said the arresting officer said she smelled of alcohol, so he smelled alcohol on her. She was there threatening the employees by any means necessary. She's going to rob McDonald's.
Well, she
to
did.
get sauces. They came to get her.
Well, she did.
But they came to get her before it happened.
Okay, well.
Wait a minute. And then they let her out a few hours later on $1,000 bail.
Well, she sobered up.
How you know she's sobered up?
She sobered up. She told me, I'm all right now. Y'all gonna let me go. She told me, y'all gonna let me out the day.
This is crazy.
Now, let me go.
This
I'm
is
cool
crazy.
now.
This situation is crazy. And she was definitely, with the way that they're describing it, if it happened like these officers say it happened, then she was most definitely resisting arrest.
Well, I don't understand is why didn't they charge her with resisting
That's
arrest?
what I'm saying. You said that she was clamping her legs and all that. She was resisting arrest.
Yeah, she was under influence. Okay, but what I'm going to say is, though, in hindsight, and put this in retrospect,
this is a mess.
This all could have been avoided if the overzealous McDonald's employee, what did you think you was going to get the store of the week for saving the damn ranch?
I don't know.
For saving the sweet mustard?
You know what? No.
What the hell?
The police did not need to be called. You guys said yourself she placed a big order. If she want every sauce, every dipping sauce, then give it to her.
You know what?
Come on. And her money that she paid for that damn sauce as a condiment.
Okay? I wonder, like I said,
all the taxes and everything else,
at the very bare minimum, whoever was working, I don't know if she went to the drive-thru or not, whoever was working as a part of that morning crew when she came, whoever interacted with her, they need to be taken off them damn registers, off the front point of contact, and thrown straight into training. And whoever refused her the sauce as the final call, they need to be put on probation. Because they need to understand.
Whoever the manager was, I always think change starts at the top.
Yeah.
So I think that the manager needs to be retrained before the employee, because the
they
employee
all need to be
always
retrained,
following the direct guidance of the manager.
Exactly.
So I think that whoever that manager on duty was needs to be retrained. Come on, let's just be real. You have to use some common sense in this thing, right? If she orders a very large order, the sauces pay for themselves, y'all. Stop.
Yeah, they did.
And she said she wanted one, not 10. Listen, she said one of what you're saying is only worth 25 cents. How much did she spend? You said her order was big.
For it.
Now you know damn well you can order 2 meals from McDonald's, and that's over $20.
Right. So consider that tax.
So you said a large order. So how many orders did she make?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Come on.
That's
give
fair.
her sauce.
All right, you guys, light up the comments and let us know. Have you guys ever heard of this?
But anyways, on the side note, she tripping.
Well, of course she was tripping. She was completely nuts. She spazzed out, but she was probably, feeling herself.
She was under influence.
I don't know if she was off some of that yak or not.
Stay off the sauce, sis. You tripping. Remember when you start drinking, you're not supposed to go out no more? Yeah. Come on, stay off the sauce, sis.
You guys light up the comments. If you guys would like to sponsor this podcast, go ahead and hit your girls up at anchor.fm/psychics-anonymous or show us some Cash App love at $YourFavoriteBesties. We really appreciate that, y'all. Let us know. Have you guys heard of this? What do you guys think should happen if somebody behaves like that? And if somebody says, I'm going to do this by any means necessary, do you take them seriously?
It seems like the restaurant took her more serious than the police. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, it is. And you know why? Because the restaurant's the one who caused it. Every time somebody calls shit, they usually take it more serious.
They took, because the
It's your
police said,
fault.
okay, we're going to let you out in a couple hours. Just go give us $1,000.
I'm going to tell you why.
for
Because
your
the police
bond.
felt it was unreasonable, too. They said, why you didn't give her the sauce? She paid for the food. Ain't like she stole it. She paid for it. Give her the sauce. But anyways, you guys, thank you guys so much for rocking with us. We really appreciate you guys tuning in. Until next time, you guys have been rocking with
Your favorite besties.
Bye.
Bye.